Welcome back to Learners Academy. I'm Mona Bhatia, and in this video I'm going to give you the critical appreciation of the poem Upon Westminster Bridge, written by William Wordsworth. The poem is written to portray the beauty of a city during morning hours. The city is London and is describing the serene and calm city at dawn, where there is a clean air and all the structures are looking clear and beautiful due to the smokeless air. So now let's switch on to the critical appreciation, where I'm going to cover 7 points. In critical appreciation, we cover 6 points in this poem Upon Westminster Bridge. It's a sonnet. It's a Petrarchan sonnet. That means it has got an octave and a sestet. Octave has a rhyming scheme of ABB, AABBA, while the sestet has a rhyming scheme of CDC, DCD or CDE, CDE. Okay. Now, in this poem, the poet describes the beauty of the bridge and of the city. He is describing the dawn. The time of the setting of the poem is dawn, and the beauty of the bridge and the silence of the city, and it amuses the poet. Basically, the silence of the city is really appealing to him. The landscape is really fascinating, and the poet likes it even more during the early morning because of its calmness. Alright, now the poet is William Wordsworth. He is the poet, and he was a major English romantic poet. He was honored laureate of United Kingdom in the court of Queen Victoria. He is the leading English nature poet also. The title of the poem gives us the clue about the place what Wordsworth is talking about, and is admiring the beauty of London. The place is Westminster Bridge. Alright. Now, the theme of the poem. The dominating theme of the poem is nature. Contrary to his other nature poem, William Wordsworth in this poem has been fascinated by man-made structures and the city. The city is looking gorgeous in the early morning sunrise, and according to the poet, nobody can ignore this beautiful, majestic sight. The silence enhances the beauty of towers, monuments, buildings and temples. Alright, this poem is being taken is clearly stating that London is really looking beautiful in the morning hours due to absence of fog, that is smokeless air, and the poet is being taken by surprise by its beauty. The city, the element of surprise actually accounts for the poet's enthusiasm. Alright, the poet's mood and tone is of utter amazement and of surprise. Now, the poetic devices, language and style. Wordsworth claimed in the very first line that his vision of London is the best in nature is an hyperbole. The poem is full of imagery, and the line number 3 is very important, that is touching in its majesty is almost a paradox. It's a paradox. Touching in its majesty means it's a paradox. You know why? See, a touching sight is intimate and personal, while a majestic one is grand and public. With this phrase, Wordsworth comes close to capturing the feeling of familiarity and distance all at once. So that is why this sight is having touching in its majesty. Alright. Now the third line. Dull would be he of soul who could pass by. This line has inversion. The city now doth like a garment, where this line has got personification and simile because of the word like. Never did sun rose beautifully steep. This line has got 3 figures of speech. First is inversion, proper prose order not followed, hyperbole and personification. Then there is another line, never saw I, never felt a calm so deep. There is an inversion, hyperbole and repetition, because the word never is repeated here. And the last line of the poem, and all that mighty heart is lying still. This has got a metaphor in it and a personification also. So now we come to the next topic, that is special feature, novelties and focusing element. The poet seems to be struck by the beauty of the morning city of London. He is nostalgically drawn towards the serene beauty. Mostly he had written poems about nature, beauties of nature, but this is the poem where he writes about, he's in actually awe with the beauty of man-made structure. Focusing elements is the calmness of the city at dawn, and the personification of the city as if it wears beautiful garments of various man-made structures, and also the mighty city is still and is lifeless in the morning hours. Now the value and message that is given in this poem is, one can see beauty even in man-made structures, and beauty lies in the eyes of beholders. Sometimes we should stop and try to grasp the beauty around us. Alright, we should appreciate the beauty around us. The nature is full of that beautiful moments and beautiful structures, whether man-made or natural. So only when we have time to imbibe and dwell in its beauty, life becomes more beautiful. Alright, now your opinion about the poem. See, every time I tell you, you can write whatever opinion you have, but just for your to get the idea, I'm giving you my opinion. That necessarily not be your opinion about the poem. So my opinion is, this is an excellent poem and I got inspired. I get inspiration to see beauty in everything. The morning hours, the quiet hours without any hustle bustles, of activities. These hours fascinates the fancy of nature lovers. And in the morning quiet hours, one gets the time for introspection and self-reflection, and we feel the connection with the nature, and that connection is divine. And when you have that connection, you start seeing beauty in everything around you. Then we feel the Creator has made everything so perfectly, and some solitary moments gives us time to appreciate that beauty. So the city is beautiful, but the morning makes it even more beautiful. And the second thing is, when there is no activity, there is no interference of other people, it makes it even more beautiful. So that means, first of all, you should have morning hours of introspection and see the beauty around everything around you. And second is, give some time to yourself and be thankful to the God for whatever has been given to us. It's a beautiful world to live in. Alright, so that was my opinion about this poem. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and understood the critical appreciation of this poem. In my next video, I'm going to upload the next poem of FYJC. So stay tuned, guys, and if you want to watch more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel. The Learners Academy is dedicated to serve all the students. That's all for today. Stay safe and have fun. And as always, keep learning. Have a wonderful day.